Welcome back to another jam-packed MMA episode of the Kick 'em in the Head podcast. And as always, I am your host, Yao. And tonight, this is the recap show for PFL Africa Pretoria and EFC 132. With that said, I must say it was an absolutely phenomenal fight week last week in Johannesburg and Pretoria, South Africa, because we had two high-level MMA events. That's EFC 132 and PFL Africa. And tonight, helping me break it all down, as always, is Brendan BJ Jenkins. Brendan, welcome to the Kick 'em in the Head podcast, as always.
What's up, y'all? Good to be here. Good to break down these cards with you guys.
Yeah, look, it was good to see you, I think, twice last week, actually 3-4 times last week, because of the 2-fight night. So that was amazing. And joining us is the one and only despised internet troll, Bishop Kraken, who claims he does not like beef, but I see him eating cow all the time. Kraken, how are you doing tonight?
I can't hear myself, y'all. The music is too loud. The music is too loud, y'all. Brandon, can you hear yourself?
I can hear myself, brother.
Oh,
I've got them South
okay.
African ears, but we'll agree to disagree.
Okay. All right. I think that might. Okay, it's okay, y'all. Sorry.
You guys are such trolls. Brendan, I didn't know you were a troll too, but okay. Gentlemen, look, it's good to have you here. We're talking about two amazing fight nights we had last week, EFC 132, PFL Africa, Pretoria. I'm not going to ask you which one was your favorite because they're two completely separate events, but I will ask you, how did you find the fact that we were spoiled for choice last week with MMA, even if you consider the BJJ tournament that you guys went to?
I think it was great, man. It's a blessing to have so much combat sports in 1 week. We kind of dubbed it the African Combat Week, man. It was great. It was phenomenal to have so much to spoil for choice, really.
Kraken?
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. Like, I think for the first time, I had a week where I didn't bath because there was just so much going on. I had the same underwear for like 4 days straight.
That's what I was smelling in the
Bro,
arena.
I swear. But I'm just kidding, bro. Like, I love the fact that it was just back to back action, bro. Like, it was like, because I had to be at work, I had to be at PFL, I had to be at like EFC, then I had to be at Enigma. It was just like that whole Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like, I think Gift Walker said it best on my vlog that I'm releasing this week, sometimes this week. He said, "What a week. What a week." And it was indeed a fucking what a week type of week, bro, because it was just too good.
Kraken, with the way you started that, I thought you were going to say more than just what a week. But with that said, let's talk about that what a week. Let's go into the fights that made the week worthwhile. So these are the performance bonuses, knockouts of the nights from PFL Africa and from EFC 132. And honestly, I agree with everything that's here. I wish PFL gave more bonuses, but that's not their operating style. But knockout of the night, they had the fight between Justin Clark and Abdullah Kane, however you say it. Yabna T'Challa versus Peace and Kupani was performance of the night. I'm sure someone here is about to say a lot about that. And for EFC, we had fight night between Ombembe and Thanos. Yakubu Plessis got performance bonus, as well as Adama Diop, Mpotloka, and Lucky Maheka. So these were a lot of good fights here. I want to start with you, Brendan, though. Which fight do you think, or which performance do you think is missing, or for PFL, would you add here because it just was worthy of being talked about tonight?
Dude, if I'm being dead honest with you, another person who should have won performance of the night, and they could have even racked it up to submission of the night, is David Samuel, man. He came in, he put a beating on his opponent and finished him with the rear naked choke. I thought that was, what a performance from that man.
Kraken?
Me, Was David Samuel? Was it the guy who fought Lawal or something, right?
No, no, no. Lawal fought Pereira.
Oh yeah.
It was
Oh
Samuel versus
yes.
Muhammad.
No. Oh yeah. That. Nah, bro. Like the Lawal versus
Pereira.
uh Pereira, bro. Like that was because he came in as a fucking alternate, bro, and he just fucking shocked the world, bro. That's the one fight that I feel like should, because he wasn't prepared, bro. He wasn't in camp. Yes, we saw him. I think me and Brendan saw him like during the week, and I didn't even the way he was so locked in, bro. Like I didn't even see that. I didn't even feel like this guy's fight isn't fighting, right? So the mere fact that he showed up on the night and he delivered such a fucking world class performance, he should have gotten a performance, right? A performance bonus, yeah.
So shout out PFL, please more performance bonuses for your fighters. But I think I just want to ask you guys between the two, performance of the night and fight of the night. Okay, Brendan, I know your answer, so I'm going to start with Kraken. Between the two, which was the stellar performance? Which performance stood out more between Peace and Sia November, the chef?
Oh, oh, damn. Wait, fight of the night for the fight, right?
Yeah, so
Vote, vote.
PF. Sorry, go for it.
Yeah, no, like personally, bro, I can't pick because Pete beat the fucking best in Africa, right? Sia November beat the EFC prospect who just signed with the Orange company, World Sports Betting, the same company that sponsors my best friend. All right, and the mere, the mere look at ya, look at ya, and but like to be honest, if I don't know, bro, like both performances or both fights have the same amount of significance in the MMA scene. Sia November coming from a loss. Peace making his international-ish professional debut in his home country for PFL and delivering such a fucking bro. It shouldn't have been fight performance of the night, as in fight of the night. It should have been just Peace whooping a fucking foreigner's ass performance of the night. Cause like it was not even a competition, bro. Peace, you did him. I'm right, right, Brandon.
Yes.
It's a fucking UD, bro.
And to anyone who doesn't know, that is Peace Ingopane standing in the smart cage, PFL smart cage, with Gift Walker, JP Kruger, and of course the man who we are speaking to right now, Brendan BJ Jenkins. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we got
what his profile
celebrity in
picture
the
is
building.
there. We got celebrity in the building tonight, not just the bishop and this guy.
Yes.
Okay, so Brendan, we had the knockout of the night, being the Clark versus Kane knockout. We don't have knockout of the night. But that was the knockout of the night for the heavyweights. There was also a knockout in the heavyweight title fight at EFC. There we have Adama Diop. He got that KO. How did you find his performance? And looking at the two heavyweights, you've got Justin Clark. Sure, he's not the current PFL Africa heavyweight champion. He lost to Abram Bubbly, but
No, but he's the king of Africa.
at this point, fair enough. King of Africa. But Brendan, talk to me. The two KOs, the two performances, heavyweights on display. What's your opinion?
Man, I think Justin Clark pulling it out the hat because he was taking a beating, but that man's got heart, and he put it on that guy's chin and put him to sleep. I think he edges out knockout of the night specifically because Adama was more of a TKO finish than anything else. But in saying that, like being in the arena for the fights, man, the crowd was going crazy. I was standing with Gift and Nathaniel Kumana, and we were like, dude, this place is gonna erupt if Adama gets it done. And he came in very aggressive. He had a great performance. He's kind of like silenced the crowd a bit because the crowd was very much in Chikasa's corner, man. I think Chikasa made a very silly mistake in that fight, and that's what ultimately cost him, I believe, that fight. And shit, man. Good work on Adama for keeping it going. I mean, he even wanted to take on the ref afterwards. Shout out Vickers Swart.
Look, the look
Ain't
on
afraid of
Biggest
no
Smart's
man.
face when Adama came at him. He's like, yo, wait, whoa, stop! Like you saw the momentary, whoa, this dude's about to attack me. But he's like, no, wait. I
He's
can
like,
stop
no
him.
way,
He's still
I'm
gonna
the
fight.
man.
That was very, very entertaining. Okay, Kraken. So back to you quickly on the performance bonuses. We had Import Locker, amazing fight from him.
Bro, can I talk about Import? Why the fuck is Import Locker there?
What do you mean, why? You didn't
He
like his
got
fight?
beat, bro. He got beat to a pulp and he just pulled it out of the fucking hat with the fucking rear naked. Or am I lying? Or
Okay,
which
let's
fight
talk.
did you guys?
I think let's talk about the prelims in general between PFL and EFC. You're making a good point there. For him to get a performance bonus,
He needs to
but
have performed.
not just having one,
I
which
guess coming
essentially
back coming back from
That is
I
not coming back. That
don't
was
see
a
the fight,
fucking fluke.
but I think coming from adversity, like I think that's what they mean by performance of the night.
Nah. Fuck
that's
that
fair.
shit. He got beat. We all know that.
Look, if you win the fight, you win the fight. I mean, Drake is
Yeah.
mostly got beat when he beat Israel, but he won the fight. And it's exactly what Brendan said. He came back from adversity to get the title. So in this instance, I guess that also does make sense. But I also hear you, if okay, but Kraken, then who else could have gotten the bonus from their performance on the night, if not in post performance then?
Gift Walker.
Not as in. Are we talking about the prelims or talking about the whole card?
Let's talk about the whole card on that one.
Okay. But Gift was it was a masterclass, yes. Like judging from the amount of mystique that people have talked about Barros and how much of a great fighter he is, but is it Adema or something? A day put on a show
Ade
too.
Volker.
Yeah, Dave Volker put on a show too, bro. So he could have like received the bonus for me. But I'm not in Portugal, dog. Fuck this. Like I've got friends at Apex, but like not him, dog. Yes, he came in like chest out, like then he went to go get beat and survived until he got a fucking rear naked. Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
You,
Hell
you
nah.
sound you sound very hurt by that one. So Brendan, the two prelims we have here. EFC was finish after finish after finish. Where it came to the prelims for PFL, it was decisions, one no contest before we got one finish on the prelims. What's your feeling on the two prelims overall, specifically in terms of the fight quality? Like the types of fight we were getting. Did the PFL fights go to decision because they were tougher fights, better matchmaking? What's your feel on the prelims between the two?
Look, I didn't get to watch much of the prelims on both sides. I think I caught one or two of the fights when we were in the back at PFL. In terms of EFC, I think we only got there at the beginning of the main card because we were doing official ceremonial weigh-ins for PFL. But in terms of quality, man, like the quality at PFL all round was absolutely phenomenal. Like you could see that like the guys were well matched up. I think they took it to each other. Some one-sided beat downs for 3 rounds. You saw the unfortunate no contest because I already thought that Sankara versus Cruz fight was gonna be a banger, but unfortunately ended the way it did. In terms of the prelims on EFC, like I said, I didn't get to see any of them, but man, I think if you've got a fight card that has all finishes, that's what the fans want to see. So, I mean, good work on EFC for putting on fights that could end in finishes, if that makes sense.
Kraken, favorite finish on the prelims? Obviously, there's only one on PFL, but there's lots to pick from EFC. What's your favorite finish from the prelims? And are there any shock decisions? Sorry, shock results across the prelims
Uh,
for you?
Across the prelims, dog, I'm Porsche God. Fuck that nigga. What the fuck was that performance, bro? Hey, I'm sweating and I have the Bible here. Sorry.
Ish, Kraken.
But like, bro, like I swear, dog, I'm still bent out of shape about that Porsche like finish, bro. Like I think he might be my next Ayandas Wani type of character, you know. Because Bizani took it to him, bro. He pieced him up. I think there was mostly Mposhoka's blood on the canvas, you know. But other than that, a big shout outs to Juliet Uka and Osigwe. Big shout, like I said on the podcast, on the prediction show, all Osigwe needs to do is just earn our respect. We know she's gonna get beat to a pulp. All she just need to do is stand your base, stand your base, and lead with it. And that's what she did when she was backed into the cage by Juliet, and she swung for the fucking fences like she
She
should
really,
have.
she really did.
That was
She
a great
swung.
fight.
You see, that's the thing, bro. Like big shout outs to Osigwe. I'm a fan. I will be watching her videos of her twerking. Let me just hide the Bible. I will be hiding the videos of her twerking from now on. Big fan. I hope I get to hit.
Okay, Brendan, across the prelims for you, although Afi didn't answer which knockout or which finish was his favorite, but for you, um, looking at PFL, two female fights. Always exciting when you have female fights on the card, and two is even better. Fista Mugo versus Net Kiza decision, Juliet Uka versus Jano Sigwe decision. And I know that you guys have, excuse me, Kiara Fegan in your stable. From the view of female MMA, are we progressing in the EFC? Because PFL has female fights on every card pretty much.
I
No, they
think
got Juliet Uka on every card. That's what they have. They got Juliet
like
Uka.
I think the landscape of women's MMA obviously in South Africa is tough when you only have like a handful of athletes and you don't have multiple divisions really. Like you have like a one or two strawweights, you have one or two bantamweights, you have one or two featherweights. Like it's tough to obviously put on great, not necessarily great fights, but a multitude of fights over the year without pulling in internationals. And I don't think like getting in internationals for these guys is easy, especially EFC. Obviously, we're in a time where we're paying in rands, man, and if other places are going to offer you dollars, it's so much easier to take that offer. So yes, I think we are going to see there is a very interesting fight coming up soon that I know about in the EFC, in the women's division. That's going to be a banger. But let's see if EFC can continue to bring these people over just to get the women's MMA popping in the country.
Let's talk about the main card. But I think from me, before we talk about main card, prelims, EFC prelims are always fire. There's something about the way that they match the guys up, and I think it's because you normally have some debutantes who you don't know who have a lot of skill, or guys who haven't trained very well because it's prelims. So it's you get a mixed bag with the EFC prelims, but it's always exciting at the EFC prelims. There's something just very exciting about the prelims, and once again, it proved to be the case. The EFC prelims were just more enjoyable in terms of the fights that we were watching. They were just more enjoyable than the fights at PFL Africa, which is higher stakes, higher matched fights versus your EFC. But I mean, that's like you said, that's what us fight fans want. We want that excitement. I was shocked by Obokeng Mahura losing in his debut. To be honest, I love Obokeng Mahura. I think he's a great fighter, South African champs fighter, and he lost. in 14 seconds. I'm like, what?
which is
How?
crazy.
I mean, so that fight for me is the one that just got me. I was like, I don't know what happened. I hope he comes back stronger. That was very unexpected. Lucky Maklaka got a win. Happy for that. Always good to see him coming out with a win. Brendan called it exactly. Johannes Rudolph pretty much gave up. Didn't really pose much of a threat after the first couple of minutes. Rian Dunn, shout out Mountain Lion for a win. Look, honestly, I just love the prelims. I love the EFC prelims, and I loved it again. Let's talk about the main card. Main card was a banger. Both fight nights, absolute banging fight cards. Brendan, let me start with you. Tell me about your experience, PFL Africa, main card, being with P. Singupani up against the welterweight champion, African welterweight champion, Yabnan T'Challa. Third fight from the main card, which is very high PFL, especially for Peace's debut. How was the whole experience and how did you find the main card?
Man, the whole experience was phenomenal. The way they treated us, the way they on point with their professionalism, like to the second, fight in, fights out, like make it happen, get the guys out into the back, and the next fight onto the card. Like everything was super professional, and like obviously my boy Peace, he jumped on the opportunity to take on the champion. They obviously trusted him with his level, and he went out there and showed that he is the top in Africa. He is the man. And like, sure, he went in there. Yeah, he faced some adversity in round one where, yeah, even the commentator said the fight could have, the round one could have gone either way. And then when we spoke to him at the end of round one, he just went out there and enacted everything we needed him to do. We told him in that third round that we need 5 minutes for the rest of your life. We need 5 minutes from you to give us the best performance of your life. And he went there and he put a beating on that man. And man, that was an awesome experience to be there, to experience all the lights and the camera. The crowd was electric. They cheered Peace through the roof and they booed Yabna out of the arena. So like that was crazy. It was an awesome experience from start to beginning. Like from beginning to end, it was just absolutely phenomenal.
Kraken, so you were there. You were getting the energy going throughout the main card. How did you find? Let's start with PFL, the PFL main card, and how was it for you watching House of Tinkerbell win on both their fights in both promotions? And this is me trying to get you to give Brendan some flowers.
You know what, bro? I was fighting with Brandon at EFC because I had the Angolian flag for Barros, right? And I was like, yo, I know I got the Angolian flag, but like, it's the only flag I got, right? Because I wanted to support Gift, but like, hey, it was the only flag I got, bro. But like, personally, between the two cards, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, because EFC's home, you know, EFC's home, and there's nothing like people around. Like, I hate to say it, but like, the energy in the prelims for PFL was a bit pop I think until Justin fought. That's when no, until Peace fought. Actually, until Peace
Just
fought.
before peaceful.
Yeah, just before Peace fought, like the energy started picking up at PFL. So I was kind of like a bit drained and stuff, right? Then, but like with EFC, bro, I was running around the place, bro. I was running around the place. I was all over the place, and I was like grappling with Bevan Sibanda, like just
That was funny.
just a shit ton of stuff, right? And the mere fact that even the people I came with to the event, right, they were like, because they've done EFC and they've done PFL, and they were like, I don't know, if the crowd is not full, people don't feel the energy at PFL because it wasn't a sold out crowd, right? So EFC takes it for me to be honest. Because, like you said, it's very intimate. It's people you know, right? You get to shake the hand of the referee, dog. That's how intimate it is.
And
And
tell him your opinion on what decision he made, whether he should have let the fight go longer. Like we get that
yeah,
opportunity, the FC. That's
yeah.
true.
If I'm his biggest fan or not, yeah. Shout out to that referee. But like, yeah, man. But like, otherwise, both cars were electric. Shout out to I think the crowd started cheering when Shido started doing the breakdancing thing. That's when
That's true. It's
that's
around
when the
Shido's
energy,
fight.
yeah, right. No, after Shido's fight, when he
Mm,
did the breakdancing thing, right? So the mere fact that we had to wait so long for like a really high energy pop, ish, bro, I was screaming from uh, a day, bro. I didn't see the Calvin Smith fight, right? My former teammate. But yeah, EFC remain undefeated in experience.
For the vibes.
Yeah,
for the vibes. Look,
because
at the
like we
end of the
have
day,
Brandon and Peace like just fucking spazzing out for gift, bro. They were spazzing out. So I was concerned about Peace. I was like, hey, peaceful can't say. Yeah,
we
yeah, you
need
know.
this.
I need this. I need this for me. I need this for me, bro. But like when I saw him win, bro, it literally brought me to tears, bro. Like shit. Like seeing Brandon there is fucking. I was like, I know this nigga type shit. And
When they're walking through, it's like, hey, Franklin,
yeah, I
peace!
know this.
Ah!
Yeah, like him. Like, but like I loved it. Bro. I loved it.
Look, for the sake of Team CIT, of which we all know Kraken is a huge fan, we had two CIT victories, maybe more. Which other fighters do they have? No, two CIT, no, three. Kelvin lost. Two CIT
So
victories
Kevin
on the
doesn't
main
fight
card.
on the CIT.
Yaku, JT, and Justin.
Oh, okay, yes, sorry, including
Yeah,
PFL. So that was
PFL.
three victories for Team CIT. Are they back? Because we know that I think from about mid 2025 or so, the wins weren't coming. They were just taking losses. It was tough. And then Drickus lost, which just like compounded a few losses after that. But I think from beginning of this year, we're 4 months in now, from about December last year, they've been winning again. They still have
From
Martin Van starting to come back, but yeah.
from Pangaman saving MMA. From then,
Yeah.
it's been good for CRT.
Tanga man, yes. Look, very interesting story how you got that name, but that's a fair point. So say more. Are they back? Do you think this is the return? Justin Clark has gone back to winning ways. We know that I think three of his four wins, his opponents haven't come out after the bell. They've just sat down and said we can't come back. Then he knocked out Abdullah Kane the way he did. If he goes up against Abram Babli, if he survives more than 12 seconds, maybe he's the new poster boy. But are they back? Have you seen something that means that they're back to training their fighters in a way that is always winning, which is what they were? Kraken?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, bro. I never lost faith in my boys. I never lost faith in my boys, right? Because I know for a fact that, like, I think the Drickus loss kind of put a shock in the system of CIT, right? It's that, like, we can't rely on the one guy. We can't be feeding. Or maybe I think the guys that were being fed to Drickus, I think they kind of put up their hands, and they were like, yo, I want to do this, coach. I think it kind of like lit up a fire up their ass, and
Put
they
me
were
in,
like,
coach.
"Yeah, put me in, coach." Like to mommy type shit, to mommy type shit. So, shout outs to everybody from CIT, man. Shout out to the Panda man. Uh, shout out to JT. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to everybody that's putting in the good work. The good work. Shout out to even the amateurs, bro. Shout out to the amateurs. O'Neal Thompson, Ethan, all of those guys, you know, like Joshua Datoy, the trading partner for Justin, who told me he was drilling that fucking slugfest. That was the punches that like Justin threw, bro. They were drilling that shit, and they got him. They got him, boys. They got him.
They got him. Okay, yeah. Look, let's hope they are back because that means that Rickes is then gonna. We don't know when he's fighting. He pulled out against Brendan Allen, but let's see what happens. But look, let's hope that they keep their winning ways. That's going to be very exciting. Let's talk Nkosi Ndebele. Now, you mentioned him earlier, Kraken, that he's come up now against international opposition obviously he's got lots of international opposition in his career, but now he's come against international opposition from non-African, because I guess everyone else has been international, but non-African competition in terms of Michel Clemente, which has now put him into the PFL world standings, not fighting for an African title because he's already got that. So between his performance and what's next for him, let's have a chat about that.
The Clemente fight, dog, I wasn't feeling it. Like, I'm not feeling it. It wasn't a needle mover. You know, it wasn't a needle mover. I think Nkosi, because I don't personally, I don't think Nkosi Ndebele's followers jumped up 500 followers. And he was the main event for a PFL Pretoria card in South Africa where we have internet. We have internet, dog. So the mere fact that his followers didn't jump up 500 followers is crazy, is absurd. That just means the fight wasn't that big. But you know what fight could get him 1,000 to 2,000 to maybe even 1,000,000 views?
A million views.
1,000,000 views. The Faiz Jacobs fight. Because Faiz Jacobs, I think Faiz Jacobs for the Knox Legacy series, he got maybe, I think, 3,000 follows. Right?
Look, the performance he put in. Okay, but I guess that's to your point. Yeah.
No, but you get me. Like, it's, you know, it's the performance. It's because, like, both of them fought international fighters, right? And Faiz Jacobs was not the main event. The Panga man was the main event. Panga.
Interesting.
You see? So that, bro.
That's a very interesting point that you make there. So do you think that either he carried that card or carried his fight well enough, or do you think the overall marketing between the two was actually more targeted to your MMA fans that would then bring them to the fighters? Because you're making a very good point, but you know, one has a crazy marketing budget, international, etc., versus Knox Legacy Series, South African regional that they haven't been out.
It's Drigas, it's Team CIT, my boy.
It's the Drigas numbers. Okay.
It's the Drigas 50
about it,
millions.
Actually. If we look at promotional substance of this PFL card, who should have been main event? Peace. Who was on every?
Brendan.
What I'm saying is, look at all the promotions. Everything that they ran was all around peace. Everything they ran was all around peace. The self-defense seminars, the water promotions, every single thing. Let's talk about it. Am I wrong?
Okay, but the catch is, Ndebele is a current PFL champion.
No, I'm not saying anything on credentials. I'm talking the way that PFL promoted this card. The way they promoted everything.
Listen,
was
Brendan.
in all the promotions.
No, we get that. Brendan, listen. I for one know that Peace was carrying this event. I for one know. Peace was carrying. I'm sure Peace needs a massage from King Kai Tai Spa, right? Peace needs. I'm shouting out a sponsor here. Riyadh, wait, give me a sponsor here. I'm shouting you out. Kai Tai Spa, Gauteng, right? Right. Peace needs that because he was carrying the whole promotion. I get that. But Peace is not a big name, dog. Peace is not. Peace is a little mover, but he's not a needle mover.
But he's
like
the king
that.
of Africa.
He
Pointed,
before he
pointed
was
the
not.
Kraken right
Before
there.
he was
Pointed
not.
the Kraken.
Listen,
He's
listen.
the king
Before
of
he was
Africa.
not. No, listen.
Wait.
I was
Wait.
a skeptic before Peace.
Sorry, Kraken, but Brendan makes a point because
No, he's
Peace
a king
was
of Africa
fighting
after
a
beating.
champion.
No,
No,
after
but Peace was
beating.
fighting a champion. Yeah, that's true. But
Nobody
Peace was
knows
fighting a
Yabdan
champion,
Chala.
so that's also true.
Nobody knows Yabdan Chala. Nobody
Yeah, okay,
knows that.
yeah, but
And bro, I tried to get that X chant, and it was hard. It was hard. I had like 50 people, and that was it, right? That was
I
it.
get you. All I'm saying is, if your question was regarding the promotion of the actual event, did that put eyes on Nkosi? I don't think so.
No, it didn't. No, like listen, like that's the thing, right? Like I will definitely second that, right? Hey, the marketing was cut. You see, but like, hey, listen. But like, listen, bro. Like I will.
if you know, you know.
You see, but like I said, bro. Yeah. Yes, Peace's performance was world class, man. But like, dog, it's in Peace, dog. Maybe Justin because it was Pretoria, right? If it was PFL Springs, you'd fuck out Peace.
You know what, Kraken? We'll just agree to disagree.
Okay. So that's essentially the recap for the two events that we had last week Thursday and last week Friday. Brendan, you're gonna get me in trouble at this point. So shout out to both promotions, PFL Africa and EFC. Honestly, it was as an MMA fan, as a purely MMA fan, it was an absolutely amazing week for us in Johannesburg and Pretoria. Great fights, great events. But with that said, both promotions and all the fighters here need to look forward to what's next. So what the promotions have announced as what's next are two things. EFC 133, obviously after 132, and a title fight for EFC 134, which is very exciting. And then the brackets for PFL Nigeria, because PFL is going to Nigeria next. Kraken, I expect to see you there because then you don't have home ground advantage. And then maybe you'll be able to take on Lois. But I think she'll win that one because she'll have home ground advantage. I mean, in terms of predictions.
How many predictions did she get this time?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure home ground advantage always counts.
No,
But we're looking at these two. So let's talk about EFC. I should actually put this up. EFC 133, Zach versus Zico. Zakir Badat's back. He was injured last year, but now he's going to be facing Zico Makengele for that title. How are you guys feeling about this fight? Either one of you can go.
Man. Those fights. Look, I'm so happy for Peace. We got him in the PFL, but this fight should have happened a long time ago of Zach versus Peace. But at the end of the day, this is what we're getting, and I think it's going to be a walk through, man. Like, I think Badat's going to take this guy down. He's going to show that the jiu-jitsu is just superior. I'm hoping, from my side, Zico puts it on his chin and makes it an interesting fight. But I do think that Zach's gonna take this one.
Kraken? Badat Makengele?
I don't care for that fight. Swane is featured.
Your
No,
boy.
no,
He's
no,
back
no, no, no.
against Team CIT, mind you.
Like a cockroach, my guy.
Why must
Nah,
you be
man.
like this guy?
What
But
the
okay,
fuck?
with that said, how are you guys feeling about the 133 card? For me, so far,
Musa
it's nice.
Swane
From
in
the
the
past.
in main card.
I was thinking the same thing, but it's about Moses. This is about giving Moses a main card fight, not about bringing Musa back into a main card fight. Because to be honest, with what's been happening in his career, Musa should be in the prelims right now, working
Musa
his way back up to main
should be
card.
the first fight when nobody should they should be testing the mics with Musa. Musa and Zwane. They should be testing the mics. Cause what the fuck? Bruh, like
Dude,
Swane
that
is
Brandon
dead though.
Santos and Rush fight is gonna be absolutely fireworks.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
bro.
crazy.
Like put Swanepoel versus is it Ash Zola?
I was thinking
What the fuck?
that's a main card fight. That's a main card fight.
Yeah, bro.
But we also haven't seen Dylan Swanepoel there in forever, so I get
No, no, but like
Wait, is that Dylan or
no,
is that?
Swanepoel was first.
Oh shit, it's Dylan. My
it.
bad.
Dylan.
Oh my bad. Okay,
Oh, I thought it was
finish.
Bradley. Okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Feelings. Okay,
Yeah.
sharp.
Hey, they got my boy Zeka is fighting also. Oh, nice.
Oh, Given Majuba's here for you, Bozza.
Yeah, but against Jason Calverwell, I think Given stands a chance in this one. Durban doesn't do well. I don't know.
Oh,
Durban's been
but
struggling.
like this card, even though it has bums, it bangs.
Yeah, it's a bum banger.
It's a bum banger card. We should quote that. We should copyright that shit.
Yeah, I think so. Look, I'm excited to
bum
see
banger
Grant
card.
Farrow as well. Grant coming up. He's from Durban, so let's see how he does. But he's fighting at lightweight, and he's been fighting at middleweight. I don't know if he's gonna make that weight cut from fighting at middle to
But when
fighting at
last did he
light.
fight?
I think it was end of last year.
Gonna get Mangli boy Maju. Who's this again?
Mabino.
Mabila, he's gonna get smoked again. Then he's gonna come sit with me and critique other fighters after getting fucking
And critique.
boy. Maybe let me shut up. I'm gonna get killed one day in the UFC.
Okay.
No, but I got security. I got Night Guard protected by the best.
We'll call our buddies from Night Guard. Out of 10, how would you rate this card, Brendan?
6.5.
Yeah,
Okay.
you see, it's not. Remember there's no co-main. There's no
Yes,
kickstart.
let's see what they put on there, man. I think
But
there
like
could
that's
be
a
some
good
interesting parts that they can add to this.
That's a good rating for a card that doesn't have a main card, right? That's a good rating. But like I said, man, even though it has bumps, it bangs. So I'll give it a 7.
I mean, even the beer versus Ndlovu is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
God knows Ndlovu
I'm
gets
super
submitted in
excited
30
for Santos
seconds.
versus Ngantwini.
Yeah. That's a
Nah,
nice
bro.
one.
Let's see if the cockroach that is Ayanda Zwane makes it out of the hex.
He's fighting Sizwe, so he's got a good chance.
Ish. Can I see there's a punching bag go CIT? Ish.
Okay. What would you rate
Did
it,
you see
Kraken?
Cameron Pritchard back?
You didn't give it a number. I don't even know who that is. That's how long he's been out, to be honest with you. I never heard of this dude until today.
Dude, Cameron Pritchard
yeah.
is legit, Sam.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
that's
Used
Yeah.
to train under Chris Bright. Now he's running his own thing. I think, before Sanchez moved to PFL, PFA, Cameron Pritchard was Adrian Sanchez's coach.
I see.
nice.
Okay.
Well,
Wait,
what-
Kraken,
what
give
you
me a
say
number.
now?
How
No,
much would
7,
you rate it?
It's a
7. Okay,
7.
6.5.
It's a
Yeah,
7.
I'm with you. I'm happy with a 6.5
bangs.
actually.
It bangs.
It does
You know,
bang.
like we need to appreciate.
It does
Our
bang, but
bunks.
6.5.
It definitely has better potential than this last card that just came through.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
133 was kind of dope though. 132, sorry.
yeah.
It was dope, but I'm saying this one has more potential to be great.
I see.
Hindsight. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Like
Nice.
you see it in the future. We
Nice.
didn't know that we were gonna have
Finish after finish.
Sianom Vemve, fucking bruh. him looking at his coach with the fucking kimono and saying like,
Not today.
not today. Call the police, but not for me.
Call the police, but not for me. Let's have a look at the PFL Africa Nigeria card. So if you don't know, PFL Africa, the next destination is Nigeria, Lagos, June 13th, 2026. Very exciting for Nigeria to get their first PFL card. I'm sure they're all very, very excited over there. We're looking on the left there at the brackets, the guys who've won. And I think there's a bit of confusion, well, there was for me at least, around what it means because PFL has changed from the tournament structure to now a rankings structure. But there is still tournaments, or there are still tournaments at the regional level. So all these Africa finalists will then essentially qualify to go into their ranked structure, which is where you then find your winners from last year. So that'll be your Abram Babli, your Nkosi Ndebelez, etc. Although they do take certain fighters who haven't won tournaments, but I guess that affects your pay. I actually don't even know what it means. PFL's a bit gray and vague. So having a look at this card, gentlemen, Kraken, let me start with you on this one. Most exciting fight here.
On the bracket.
Well, on the bracket, and obviously they've announced two. I didn't even mention them. My bad. Two feature fights between Adesanya and Campos, and Ocheme versus Ayinda.
Bro, I'm happy to see Paddy the Fatty. You know, Paddy the Fatty at lightweight.
Who's Paddy the Fatty?
Ocheme.
Why is he the fatty?
Because he missed lightweight.
Yeah, by a lot. I remember that.
He missed lightweight.
That's true.
Oh, let me show you a picture. It's gonna
go
how
fat
up.
He was.
Yeah. Let me show you. Where
so
is
do
it?
I? So him going up against. Stop it. Against Octave Ayinda.
Yeah, that's Paddy the Fatty. But like, yeah, the Bantu Warrior versus Paddy the Fatty. I'm definitely gonna be watching that fight. But like, dog, like, I don't know. You know, Peace Nkupani has disappeared so many times at EFC. So he's like a mentally retarded child who is finally talking. You are so happy to see him. I am so happy to see him doing wonders for the community. So I want to see Pisu Kubani win the $100,000 cash so that he can buy me shoes.
Wow.
I know Brendan.
Brendan.
Very bad because I said that. I don't care. But like, we know this is the same guy who got beat many times at the EFC. But like, hey, he is the reason I hate Tinkerbell, by the way. But otherwise, let's go. Peace. X marks the spot in Kumbani. Brandon, I'm not Nigerian, so chill, bro.
Brendan, how about you? You look at this card here. Obviously, your boy Peace is in the semis, but Esperanza is a dangerous what?
In Morocco. He's fighting in Morocco. He's not fighting in Niger.
Yeah. The semifinals are happening in October in Morocco.
Oh. Ish.
Yo, and sometimes you are stupid. Do you?
Yo. Wait, but
okay. Remember, they have to give him like time. But like, that's kind of stupid though. Why are you making him fight in a final 2 months later?
Rather give him more time between now and then than the finals.
Yes.
There should be a card in July. Like that didn't make sense to me, to do a card in July, have the semifinals on that card, and then obviously
give the fighters
November,
time
December
to
hit a final.
Yeah, give the fighters time to recover. Like
so,
the same way like with Joburg and Cape Town.
Oh, are you done?
Yes.
Oh, yes, more time to recover. It is interesting. My bad. Yes, sorry. So Nigeria has been announced. Morocco's been announced. They've both been announced. The semis are in Morocco.
No,
Nigeria
Morocco has
has.
not been announced. Brandon just gave us. He just broke the news.
Oh, I knew about Morocco.
Oh, from who? You see? So
I was told.
Brandon broke the news. Give Brandon the news. No, I knew too, but like Brandon broke the
Oh,
news.
Brendan broke.
Not,
It's true. Brendan broke the news. Yes,
so
Yeah,
if
yeah.
anybody gets sued, it's Brandon.
that's true. Okay, thank you for that, Kraken. Plausible deniability. Yes, exactly. It's true. Sorry, Brendan. You're the one being
I'm gonna
sued
say
for it.
Kraken told me.
Fuck no, bro. I ain't got money. I ain't
You're
got
already being sued, right?
Yeah, I've
Cease and
been.
desist orders.
Hey man, I ain't got
Okay,
lawyers.
so are you guys looking forward to potentially going to Nigeria?
Hell nah. I probably got a hit placed on me. I'm going to
By who?
Morocco, because it's my birthday month. So I might go to Morocco.
It's in October, right?
Yeah. Then I'll
Okay.
probably go to. Should I break the news for Rwanda, the final?
Okay, see that I didn't know.
Yeah, I'll go to fucking Rwanda. I'll do Rwanda, then yeah,
Happy
because I got a
BBC.
child there that I need to go see being Beth.
Yeah, okay, cool. So that is the recap show for PFL Africa and EFC 132. To anyone listening, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are here for all African MMA. Kraken, tell people what you got planned, because I mean you've got something very exciting happening right now.
Yeah, man, we got the Journeyman show. We got bums like Brandon Jenkins and Pete Ngubani that we're featuring on the show. We're just talking about bums. Since Ayanda's one is fighting, we might talk about that cockroach. Give him a little PR or something. What else again?
Well,
Uh,
are you gonna promote our jiu-jitsu fight, man, on that show,
oh yeah, bro.
Mr.
Like
King of the
definitely.
White Belts?
Bro. Like, come on, man. You know me, king of the white belts, king of everything, boy.
You know what the problem
Um,
is, yeah, champ, is this belt ain't white.
listen, Brandon. It's my knife is in the car, but like, if I can bring this, I can win easy.
Is that
But
a
like,
pen or a screwdriver?
I'll hit you with the same line that Peace hits in the media. Out of grace, I'll stop you in the second.
ah, ah, ah. Let's agree to disagree.
Honestly, I didn't know you
But
guys
like,
are
yeah,
such. I didn't know Brendan was such a troll. Well done, Brendan, on being a good troll. I like
bro.
it.
Brandon
Uh,
comes from the school of criminology.
You see, the name
okay,
down there,
cool.
Perseus, isn't there for no reason, because Perseus
You-
defeats the Kraken, brother.
Ah,
Ah,
touche, touche.
the
Touche.
mind games have begun.
Nah, bro.
So, Brendan, tell everyone what you have coming up, where people can find you.
Yeah, man. So I'm jumping on the Submission Kings in the Gi on the 30th of May. Super excited for that one. And then we've got Grappling Industries coming up in June. So it's an exciting time for the competitor side. Obviously we've got guys fighting EFC in June. We've got Nathaniel Kumana up. So that's gonna be super cool. So yeah, coaching and competing is definitely on the horizon for the next foreseeable future.
Love it, love it, love it. And I will then be catching you guys. Well, if anyone wants to find me, you'll find me at Female Boxing on Saturday. Yes, I'm
What?
going for female. Yeah, I'm going for female boxing. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, aren't
Any pretty
you?
athletes competing?
I don't think so. The
It's
pictures
just
I
us.
saw.
I need to hook up my boy Kraken with something.
Nah, bro, I'm fine. Thank you.
She gonna beat him.
Nah, bro. I got Cape Town on lock.
Wait, who's
I
in
got
Cape?
Cape.
Okay. To everyone
Why'd you have to
listening,
ask that?
please. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Find us here for the next prediction show, next recap show. Do find Kraken on the Journeyman show. That's at Akhi the Kraken on all wait, which platforms are you on, Kraken? Instagram,
Uh,
YouTube.
Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everything, bro. Let's fucking make MMA great again. Let's bring characters into the MMA scene. Just like how Switch his characters
Maga.
when he has the PFL hat on and he has the EFC hat on and the versus hat on. Shout out to the hat man. Yeah. Shout out to Brandon Jenkins for making it out of the hood. My
Damn
boy is
right,
out
brother.
the hood, bro. Shout out to Tinkerbell for making it out of Springs, Batum. Yo, good
They're
evening,
international now.
yes, sir. I know they've been international through gift, but like, ish, you know, spirit.
Thank you everyone for watching. And until next time, don't forget to
Kick him in the head.